viewers, and welcome back to another edition of the Social Development Outlook for today, Tuesday, 10th November 2020. I'm your host, Tyrone Davis, and just to remind you that this program is hosted and coordinated by the Ministry of Social Development. And every single week we strive really hard to highlight the movers and shakers within this ministry and other related departments. At this point in time, we'll take our first break and be right back.
Communications Unit.
Well, I'm back. To start off tonight's program, Miss Greta Maynard celebrated her birthday Monday, 9th November. We'll take in this.
Good morning, and we're here today to celebrate with Miss Greta Maynard, her 90th birthday. So this morning, as we celebrate with you, Miss Maynard, we want to ask God continued guidance on your life. As Mr. Johnson prayed, it is ordained by biblical scriptures that we are designated 70. But if by virtue of our good deeds, we are allotted more. Fortunately for Miss Maynard, she has been allotted another score. So she has gotten to 90, not out and looking very well. So whatever you're doing, Miss Maynard, it's working. Keep on doing it. Keep on holding on. Do not waver from your pathway to God. So, and family members, we want to say thank you very much for looking after her, because we do know that a lot of our older persons, they love their independence. And I'm certain at 90, Miss Maynard is still doing things for herself, and she wants to do things that she knew she did 20 years ago.
Good morning again, Miss Maynard. And on behalf of the Ministry of Social Development and the Social Services Seniors Division, we just want to wish you a happy 90th birthday. May the Lord continue to strengthen you. May He continue to bless you and overshadow you with His blessings. And may you live as long as He would like you to live. Amen.
A happy birthday to you, a happy birthday to you, every day of the year. May you find Jesus there. A happy birthday to you, a happy birthday to you, the best that you ever had. One more time. A happy birthday to you, a happy birthday to you, every day of the year. May you find Jesus there. A happy birthday to you, a happy birthday to you, the best that you ever had. 3 cheers for 90. Hip, hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip, hip. Hooray! Hooray for 90 years of celebrating the wonders of God, Miss Greta Maynard.
Well, first thing I have to say, this is a big surprise to me. Oh. I guess the families knows about it, but I didn't know anything about it. It's a big surprise to me. And I'm giving God thanks for all that He has done for me. But there's a reason why this happens. And I do appreciate. And I didn't even hear them say this morning, somebody coming, but I figured just my friend, good friend here, he alone is coming. I didn't expect something like this. And I give God thanks. And I'm asking Him to continue to anoint me with his precious blessings, that I might live to see another 90.
Right, I would just like to say a happy birthday to my great aunt, and she have taken care of me when I was small, and now in turn I'm taking care of her. So I am very grateful that the Lord has allowed me to see and to take care of her as well. So Auntie, happy birthday and God's blessing to you.
This morning I want to say a happy birthday. I don't call her Greta or Miss Maynard, Auntie Greta. Okay. Because she knows my mother very well. They grew up together. So by that we become even closer. When I come to visit her, she's just like a family member. So Auntie Greta, I want to wish you all that is best for your birthday, and may you live to see many more. You know I love you, and that goes without saying.
We'll take this break and be right back with our feature presentation for this evening.
Communications unit.
Well, I'm back, and for our feature presentation this evening, we go to the Yes to Success program where they held an official opening.
Good morning to all. All protocols being established, a pleasant good day to all. As indicated, my name is Azilla Clark. I serve as the focal point for the Juvenile Justice Reform Project here in St. Kitts and Nevis, administered through the Ministry of Community Development, Gender Affairs and Social Services on St. Kitts. The Juvenile Justice Reform Project, as you've heard, is one of the components of the Yes to Success program. It is a two-phase program funded by USAID. The first phase, between the years 2012 to 2016, focused on institutional development, legislative reform, and observing best practices through study tours. There was this view, following a regional report, that our youths deserve a second chance. In the Caribbean, more than 50% of our population is youth. That is a gem of a resource that we cannot allow to go through the traumatic court system that then adds to stigma and discrimination later in life. Because we oftentimes ask if all of us were punished for the things we did when we were small, we may have never reached the heights that we are today. The second phase then focused on diversion, which is a system that allows the juvenile to go through a non-punitive judicial process, rehabilitation, followed by reintegration. Following that second chance, they're able to return to the community and share with all the skills that they've learned. All of this comes on the foundation of the Child Justice Act. The Child Justice Act is a revolutionary piece of legislation that has moved our age of legal responsibility from 8 to 12. So therefore, a child under the age of 12 in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis cannot be held legally culpable for offenses, with some caveats that the DPP's office has. We've also instituted a Child Justice Committee, which moves preliminary inquiries into that more restorative process. And finally, allows for the alternative sentencing mechanisms, such as diversion. The Yes to Success site is a success for the Caribbean, and specifically St. Kitts and Nevis, because it moves us further to accomplishing the 3 pillars of the second phase. As we all know, for rehabilitation that is residential in nature, We do have the New Horizons Juvenile Rehabilitation Center in St. Kitts that services the Federation. And now Nevis becomes the first in the Twin Islands state to have an established physical site, not only to execute diversion, but also suspension programs. And that should be commended. So we express thanks on behalf of the OECS Commission, who, owing to COVID, could not be here today, but they send their regards. We extend appreciation to all of the ministers throughout the years of the program that have been in charge of youth development and social services. All PSs, with particular mention to Mr. Keith Glasgow. I don't think you all have a more profound advocate. In every meeting, he's there. We also express our appreciation to Ms. Sandra Maynard. The same thing. I don't think there is someone who goes harder in the area of social services than Sandra Maynard. To her staff, to the participants, to the public and private sector agencies that will partner for internship. All of your roles are critical and appreciated. As the focal point, I cannot close without encouraging documentation. It starts today with the video documentation of the opening. We hope to see it on the Nevis News, and I'll sit at home and welcome the viewing. And to also send off to our regional counterparts, because we do not do a good job of telling our own stories. There are a lot of success stories in the small island states that could be replicated. And data collection. In the business of funding, we're up against many as the smallest island state in the world. So we need to be able to tell our stories through documentation. So we look forward to receiving data on the number of children served, the type of services, and their end result. And finally, to incorporate the tools that are there. Through those public and private partners that are doing internships, we look forward to the formalization of your Memorandum of Understanding that outlines roles and responsibilities. So therefore, on behalf of the OECS Commission and the Juvenile Justice Reform Team in St. Lucia and here in St. Kitts and Nevis, we say congratulations to the Nevis Island Administration, Social Services, and the youth, and we wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Pleasant morning. Please permit me to adopt the protocols that were established. It is with great enthusiasm that I stand before you to make this brief presentation. It is also fitting that I share my personal mantra with you as we are celebrating a momentous occasion and a step into the right direction of youth empowerment, youth engagement, and youth development. Each day I remind myself to see opportunities, take advantage, and encourage others to do the same. In a world filled with chaos and an unsurmountable of uncertainty, one thing that we can be sure of is that we are blessed with countless opportunities that we as young people are continually blessed with. There is a saying that goes, when a window of opportunity is open, do not pull it down. Today, we are currently standing at the edge of the window pane, gazing at a bright future where the sun rises each day, bursting with new adventures, new chances, gazing at new chances and glorious opportunities to create memories. We are standing at the edge of the window pane, gazing at new possibilities where the sun sets each day, knowing that youth are being placed first throughout this facility and that our future and development matters. While we stand at the edge of the window seeing the endless opportunities of this center, let us not forget that we are the ones holding the tilt wand that can easily pull down the shade. Let us not get too complacent about just gazing. Let us not get too content with littleness when there is a world out there to conquer through this center. Young people, this is your opportunity to take advantage. Take advantage of the services that are being rendered here. Our nation is making significant strides in the area of juvenile justice reform, irrespective of race, social status, nationality, education, and ethnicity. Today is an indication that we are moving from conversation to action. In this regard, I implore that we feverishly and passionately take advantage. I pause to ask the staff and administration of this center, and by extension the government, key stakeholders, and generous donors to continue holding the shade open, for you are making a difference in the lives of individuals who will be passing through the center. As you hold the shade open, take a peek through the window of these opportunities and be determined to have one of the best skills training and diversion centers in the entire region. The most critical and vitally important component of my personal mantra is to encourage others to do the same. The only way we can progress as a generation is if we are our brothers and sisters keepers by encouraging them to be engaged like you, committed to the program like you, trusting the process like you, and reaping the rewards like you. It profits us nothing if we thrive in silos and leave our brother behind. Let us change the mindset that we have to constantly be in competition with our neighbors and begin to adopt the mindset that the only person we are in competition with, it is ourselves. To be better version of ourselves and elevating to higher heights, all while holding our hands of our brothers. As I close, I would like to challenge all of us, particularly the youth, to walk close to the edge of the window pane, take a deep breath, and see opportunities, take advantage, and encourage others to do the same. Have a pleasant day.
Sometimes it feels so cold and you feel alone, but hold on, better days are coming. It can be rough in this world. I know it's not easy, but hang on there. Better days are coming. And you've seen good, you've seen bad, you've been happy and sad. Just remember that better days are coming. Hey, and friends will leave you all by yourself. But don't cry, 'cause better days are coming. Better days, better days. It's only a season that you're going through, but stay focused and never lose sight. And I know people, they don't see the hurt you feel inside. But keep on smiling, 'cause everything will be alright. Better days, better, and I believe better days are coming. Oh, better days. is coming soon. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. Oh, better days are coming.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, PS Glasgow. And I don't consider what I'm going to say as a feature address. I'm going to give some remarks. But let me just recognize, of course, the protocol has been established. Let me also just recognize the Deputy Premier, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers, Honorable Spencer Brand, Mr. Stedman Trust, Cabinet colleague, the Cabinet Secretary, of course, at the head table, PS Glasgow, Ms. Maynard, Ms. Clark, and of course, the other members of staff of my ministry. And of course, we're happy to welcome our friends from St. Kitts as well. And all of us who are here, I especially welcome you. And I think it was very fitting to insert that song by Elisel Ramirez, Better Days Are Coming. Because I believe with the launch of this project here today, better days are certainly coming for the young people of Nevis. And we're here today to officially launch the Yes to Success program. And I am delighted to associate with this launch today because this program is another success story of the Department of Social Services. And the operative word today is success because the Department of Social Services, and by extension, the Ministry of Social Development, has had numerous success stories. And of course, today is just one element. We are still in the heart of a pandemic. And I'm sure most of the times when you hear about the success stories of what we have been doing here in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, and particularly here in Nevis, about how we have responded to the pandemic, social services is always mentioned. And I'm very, very, very proud of what the Department of Social Services has done during this pandemic to respond in such a positive way. This is October. We are in the month of the senior citizens. Our senior citizens program in Nevis is second to none in the region and probably in the world. Another success story. I can go on and on about success stories, but today we are focusing on our young people. And with regards to success stories for our young people, we can speak about the RISE program, which we have done so much for our young women, our vulnerable families on the island of Nevis. We can speak about the RISE Dads program. And we can speak about our Second Chance Teen Mothers program. And today now we are here to launch the Yes to Success program. And this program is such a huge program and will influence so much and so many that we actually had a pre-launch last week. So this is the official launch after the pre-launch last week. And I am very proud that this project, even though we are launching today, has already impacted so many young persons. You heard the statistics that were given by the director, Ms. Greta Maynard. We have touched the lives of over 70 young people in a few short years. And that shows that this program is tailored and to ensure that our young people are part of the thrust of the development of the island of Nevis. This program, this Yes to Success program, will ensure that we empower our young people. We hear much about at risk, but this Yes to Success program is geared towards not just our at-risk young men, but young women as well. And so we are focusing in this program on skills development. It has touched many. Many have learned several skills here. And that will be the focus as we continue. Now, our mantra at Social Services is to leave no one behind. And this program will ensure that we are leaving none of our young people behind. We will ensure that we bring along those who are not so well academically inclined. And of course, we know most of the times when graduation, the focus is on the academics. But we must now shift the focus and ensure that those who are not so well academically inclined, that they are part of the system, and the administration and this department and this ministry will ensure that they are brought along as well. Of course, you would have heard about the OECS USAID Justice Reform Project. And of course, this project fits in very nicely with that as well. And I'm happy that Ms. Clark was here to speak about that project. And of course, what OECS and USAID would have brought to the table. Now, this project and this program that we are launching today is a very good demonstration of what the Nevis Island administration is investing in our young people. Of course, it looks quite simple, but it would have cost quite a bit of money. And of course, anything to do with the development of our young people, this ministry will ensure that wherever the funds come from, that we will have the funds to complete programs like these. This is an administration that not only talk the talk, we walk the walk. And that is what we are doing through this program. We are walking the walk with the young. And we want to ensure that our young people have a future. And that is why we are empowering our young people through this program to make them more marketable out there on the job market. And I want to encourage the young people who will pass through this center and this program to take full advantage of what you have at your pleasure. And I want to ensure as well, and I want to encourage the young people to take care of the facility. And so I want to encourage the young people, please take advantage and ensure that you have a good future when you come here to the Yes to Success program. Now, of course, the Nevis Island administration, we cannot do this alone. And so we're happy that OECS and USAID would have collaborated with us. And of course, the assistance that we get from OECS and USAID is not by chance. Because I'm sure Ms. Clark and Ms. Maynard will bear me out that when international and regional organizations come to St. Kitts and Nevis and they see the work that we do, they see how serious we are about empowering our young people, that is why they put their resources behind projects of this nature. I also want to say, I'm not giving the vote of thanks, but I want to say a special thank you to the Nevis Housing and Land Development Corporation. And the Minister of Lands is here, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers, because we would have lobbied hard to get this piece of land. And I've been advised that we have gotten it practically free from Housing and Land. So we want to give Housing and Land a huge round of applause. Minister Jeffers, we want you to take our appreciation, deep appreciation, back to the board and just say how appreciative we are for that very kind gesture. I want to specially commend Miss Sandra Maynard. I think she has been a champion. A champion. Since I've become the minister of this ministry, I've learned so much from Miss Maynard. And, you know, she is one who always wants to ensure that things are done well. And Miss Maynard has spent countless hours here at this site to make sure that we are where we are today in 2020. And so I want to commend Miss Maynard and her committed team. to make sure that we are at this point today when we will officially launch this site. Miss Maynard, take a bow. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't be very much longer because we have another engagement very shortly. But I just want to say once again how pleased and delighted I am to associate with this project, And I just want to tell our young people that better days are ahead. And you will rise with the assistance of this Yes to Success program. Within social services, within my ministry, and within the Nevis Island administration, the word failure is not in our vocabulary. We are all about success. We are all about success. And this will be another feather in our cap, in our ministry, as we continue to push to empower our young people and never to leave anyone behind. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for your attention. And once again, I am pleased and delighted to now officially declare this site open. Thank you.
I was born strong. I was made for this. See, I met so many hard times when I thought I couldn't make it. See, I had my trials when my pillow dried my eyes. When the morning came and my wings took flight, I rise. See, I'm hurting but not broken, down but I won't die. I rise, and I will reach the sky, and still I rise. Some say it's a mystery how I still believe that in spite of all I've been through, I can still push the wheel. See, I have a power they can't see with their eyes. It's a little thing called faith that makes broken wings fly. I rise. See, I'm hurting but not broken, down but I won't die. I rise, and I will reach the sky, and still I rise. Who can understand? We're just an ordinary man, defies the odds and still fights on to win. I can't take it, I can't make it. I rise. See, I'm hurting but not broken, down but I won't die. I rise, and I will reach the sky, and still I rise. See, I'm hurting but not broken, down but I won't die. I rise, and I will reach the sky, and still I rise.
Well, that's our package for this evening. I'm your host, Tyrone Davis, wishing you a good night.